And Lisa. Congratulations, you did your icebreaker again. I always think it's interesting to evaluate an icebreaker a second time or more than one time. Bonus for me, I think I've only seen one or two of your speeches since I'm fairly new to the club. So I get to judge you accordingly. First of all, you have fantastic eye contact. You do not do what everyone else does. There's a lot of do's in one statement. I think in grammar school somewhere, we were taught the shotgun approach of eye contact. You, and then you, and then you, and then you, and then we just move around and keep moving around. Where you actually take the time to do it properly and form a relationship, a bond with that person before you move to the next person, before you move to the next person. So I think you do that fantastically. I really enjoyed that. I also enjoyed your gestures. You have great gestures up here, and you have a tiny stage to deal with, which is always fun because you and I are similar in that we like to do a little bit bigger gestures, and we're really confined by this small location. Leads me into a couple of things that I get to critique on you because, hey, what's Toastmasters without a critique? You do what I do, which I just did. I do this hand clasp thing in the middle. I hate this thing that I do. You may hate it too, I don't know. With a lectern podium, whatever we want to call this thing, it's really not that distracting, which is a bonus of having this here. However, according to Toastmasters, we're not supposed to do this. So whatever, take it however you want. The other problem that you have is the same problem that I'm having right now. Again, larger gestures, larger stage, is that you kind of do this back and forth little sway that I'm kind of doing. You did that throughout your speech, which, again, is learning how to speak on a small stage, and it's really difficult. I have learned it from having staff meetings now that I have staff that I oversee, that you just kind of plant yourself in, stay there. And yes, I did say kinda. That's an Ellensburg term.
Okay, good for you, good for you.
When you are doing this back and forth movement, it looks like nervous swaying. I don't think it is nervous swaying, but it looks like you're kind of up here. I had a Toastmaster in Ellensburg who was a very accomplished speaker, but she always did this nervous sway. It wasn't because she was nervous. Just, she was confined and didn't like being confined. I think overall, though, that you have a great enthusiasm in your speech, and it comes through very well. You have great use of humor, and you did something that people aren't supposed to do in Toastmasters. You had notes here, and you used them, which I think is awesome. Because no matter how much Toastmasters says, don't use notes, don't use notes, don't use notes, you find me a professional speaker that doesn't use a teleprompter or doesn't have notes sitting down in front of them. And I will give you some money. I got like $2 in my pocket. Overall, great speech. I love your speeches, Lisa. Congratulations.